YouTube. It's Christine with Souls Rising. I am back with some Oracle messages for all of my Scorpios out there. If you have Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, stick around. We will pull some Oracle cards and get some channeled messages from Spirit for you guys. And then I will pop over to the tarot just to dig in a little bit deeper. So let's dive right in for Scorpio. What do my Scorpios need to know? I'm actually going to be pulling from a couple of Oracle decks for this message. I kept being pulled to incorporate this new Ancient Stones deck that I have. So I really felt like that was important for this reading. So we will get a few from the Energy Oracle and also a few from the Ancient Stones before we pop over to the tarot. Ooh, they're already popping out. All right, Scorpio. So let's take a look at what we have. I started with the Energy Oracle, and we have adjacent possibilities, strategy, Archangel Shamuel, which is the solar plexus chakra, the contract card, fifth chakra, throat chakra, which is Archangel Gabriel, and cornucopia popping out. And the first thing that I'm getting with the adjacent possibilities and the strategy card coming out in the first position together is, I really feel like for my Scorpios, and I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is something you've been waiting for or waiting on. And I keep hearing there was a door that just would not budge, wasn't opening, something just was not manifesting, wasn't happening. And all of a sudden, it feels like not only does it open, but it like swings open with force, okay? It's almost like something suddenly just bursts wide open. And not only does this door you've been waiting on open wide up, and I hear like blowing your doors in, like very specifically from Spirit, but on top of it, I'm being pulled to, there's all these other open doors on this card. And I feel like you may actually have more than one opportunity that shows up at the same time. Almost like all of a sudden the energy in your life shifts and all these things open up. And some that you might not have seen coming or might not have been expecting, in addition to the one that I feel like you guys have really had your eye on and have been waiting on. And you're going to be busy. So I don't always read this card this way, but with this strategy card coming out, I saw that quill pen here, and I really feel like this is you, like needing a lot of ink, like maybe signing a lot of contracts, maybe making a lot of plans, putting a lot of things down in writing, putting things in paper, making things solid. But also I keep hearing like plans coming together finally. All of the like pieces that you were waiting on or that were needed are finally in place for some things to get moving. And I keep feeling like get ready, like buckle up, get ready, because it's like there's things, once this energy comes in, it feels really fast. It feels like a lot of movement. It feels positive overall to me. I feel like this is stuff that you are like excited about or that you've been hopeful about. And again, some things coming that are good opportunities that you'll have to think over or consider because you might have not even expected them. And we have this third chakra, Archangel Shamuel, and I really do feel like this is this burst of energy that is just suddenly coming in to life all around you. You know, his solar plexus is all lit up there, but not only that, that golden energy is just swirling right there behind him. And it's like you guys are going to be feeling really good, like feeling in your power, feeling solid in who you are. And that energy, I feel like for my Scorpios, this energy has actually been building up a little in the background over the last few months. And it's like gaining momentum now. And that is allowing some things to finally break free and to shift forward for my Scorpios. And then we have this contract card here. I really do feel like there's things coming into balance for Scorpio at this time. There may have been some things that you felt were not fair. I keep getting a sense of unfairness with this card being set right or set straight. So there may have been some things in the recent past, or maybe even in the longer ago past, that you, Scorpio, felt didn't go in your favor, that maybe should have. Things that maybe you were waiting on, you felt like you didn't get, opportunities that just never manifested, doors that got slammed in your face. And you may have been really feeling like the world was against you in some regards, because it's like things just weren't quite working out. And I hear like this now is being brought back into balance. So that energy that felt a little off track or off kilter, or like things just weren't quite lining up or weren't quite happening, I feel like this is the universe, the angels stepping up and being on your side, I'm hearing, and really saying, okay, it's time now to bring this forward. It's time for this to come in. It's time for things to line up. And I was really being pulled with this card. I don't know if you can see, there's some like books under the scale. I was really being pulled to the books, and I feel like there's something coming through with this of you having learned what was needed, or having gained the wisdom that was needed in order to move this needle forward. So this new burst of energy is coming in, isn't just happening in a vacuum for my Scorpios. It's actually something that's been in the works for a long time. It's just like finally everything has fallen into place or lined up for the universe to deliver it to you. And that's what I really feel like this card is representing in this reading. And with the communication card and the cornucopia card, I really feel like these guys kind of go together. It's like all of a sudden you've got incoming offers, incoming deals, you've got information, people reaching out to you, calling you, following up with you, people wanting to work with you, people wanting to be around you. It's like these communication lines really come open, and it's like live wire. I'm hearing live wire. It's like all of a sudden this flurry of activity, and also like with it is bringing in, ushering in these golden opportunities, abundance. Just, it's like you go from feeling like the cup is empty to suddenly the cup is not only full, but maybe a little overly full. So that is sort of this message of like getting ready. For some of you with the contract card and Archangel Gabriel showing up with the cornucopia, you may have been actually waiting on a specific opportunity, specific news, and here it is showing up. It's like finally getting that news that you have been waiting on, that allows things to move forward, or for momentum to start to really build around a project or around an area of your life that I feel has been a little stagnant for my Scorpios. Let's pull a couple of these Ancient Stones cards. Since Spirit was really putting on me that this deck needed to be used for this reading. So let's get a couple of these. Okay, so we have the first card coming out. Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. And it says, open to the unexpected, you'll find a way. And this I feel is kind of hearkening to what I was getting with those doors opening that you don't see yet. So like I said, I feel like you guys have been waiting for something specific, and I do feel that door is going to open really wide and really fast. But at the same time that door is opening, it's like there's other doors opening too. And so you may have some choices to make, or you may ultimately end up doing more than one thing at one time. There may be a couple of opportunities that are all good for you, that you are going to pursue all of them or several of them. But be open to some of these doors not being things that you anticipated. So there may be some surprises in store for my Scorpios on behalf of the universe. And this feels good to me. It feels like a job well done. It feels like reward energy, almost like things coming in that like you've been working hard for, or that you really deserve, or really have been waiting on things to just line up the way that they needed to so that it could manifest for you. Okay. All right. And then we have Be the Mountain, slow and steady, foundations and patience. And I feel like this is actually where you guys have been at, is sort of like in the zone. I'm hearing in the zone, like you've had to really find your center and find peace within in order to bring some of this about. And you may have even found yourself in a little bit of a period of stillness, which wasn't really still at all. It's actually been sort of like not really the calm before the storm, because it just doesn't feel like stormy energy. It's more just like busy season, okay? So it feels like some of my Scorpios out there, you've been very patient, you've been waiting, but also you've been catching your breath. So you guys are a sign that I feel like really had a lot of transformation over the last couple of years. You know, Scorpio is one of the bigger signs that's been impacted by the last couple of years. The astrological alignments that we have had have been particularly intense for this sign. And so a lot of my Scorpios really went through it. It's some like deep inner changes and transformations. It takes a lot out of us when that happens. It takes a lot of energy and effort. So at this point, it's like there's a need to come back to center and to ground. And I feel like some of you have felt this way, like this woman's like on freeze a little bit. And while some of you may have felt frustrated with that, of wanting to move forward or feeling like things weren't moving fast enough and being maybe told to be patient or getting messages that you needed to wait or be patient from the universe, ultimately you also needed this time to regroup, to rest and regroup before moving forward. Okay, so it's like, take a break, pace yourself a little bit. So this is energy, I actually feel like this is the energy you guys have been in that is about to shift, okay? And I'm also getting with this, you know, remember I was saying about like you guys having to really kind of come into a place of strength, of your own, really stepping up into your own wisdom. You know, with this card of like be the mountain, it's like you've become the mountain. Like you've become this pillar of strength and fortitude that can endure anything, even the harshest climate or even the harshest conditions. And that has been really in the background of everything that's been going on in your life. That's really been at the heart of it all up until now, okay? So it's like now, all this energy that's been like swirling around you, building up, you're building up your strength, becoming the mountain, building the strength, becoming the mountain, right? And now it all swings open, it all swings into balance. And we have this really beautiful, amazing energy that is opening up. And I hear about to transform your life, about to transform everything around you. So you've been doing that inner work and change. There's been a lot of focus on the inner self. And now the outer world is finally ready to shift as well. And I'm hearing for some of you, there may be a sense of like almost like the outer husk falling away. So almost like the cocoon falling away, crumbling away as the butterfly breaks free, or like, you know, the old self, the last vestiges of the old identity or the old you, it finally just crumbling and disintegrating so that you can fully step into who you have been becoming all along. Stepping into this new version of you that's been really waiting to come onto the scene. Let's get one. I feel like we need one more of these. Yeah, this has been a lot of work, Scorpio. So we got pave your own way, leadership, courage, forge, don't follow. And you'll see, look, again, we have the mountain here in this card, but it's like she had to put, I keep feeling like she had to put all those bricks into place in order to reach it. Okay. So it's like, it took a lot of effort to get to these doors that you are now standing in front of that are swinging open for you. And don't underestimate the journey that it took to get there. It was really important. So even though it may have felt like it was dragging on forever, or felt like you would never reach the top and you were just putting, you know, one brick after the next, trying to get to something, trying to reach a goal, trying to step up. And it felt maybe like it wasn't happening for a long period of time. It's like that process that you were going through was changing you. That process was strengthening you and making you strong enough to endure and making it all possible ultimately. So these opportunities that are going to show up and arrive here in the near future, or maybe even some of them are starting to trickle in right now for you guys, is like really been built on the back of a lot of hard work. So it may look like all of a sudden you just catch this lucky break, but you guys are going to know that that wasn't the case at all, that this actually was born of a lot of really hard work. And I keep hearing like painstaking, okay? So this has not been an easy journey for my Scorpios, but it's been shaping you. That journey, while challenging, has been shaping you and helping you get to the point where you could reach the pinnacle, where you could reach that tippy top of the mountain, where all this beautiful energy, look at that burst of energy on that card. All that beautiful energy has been waiting all along, okay? And the first card, remember the first card we got, like this is really cool. Because I feel like this is where you have been, but this is where you're about to be. Like she's climbing, but it feels still really far away. But she can see that this is here waiting for her, even though it maybe feels sometimes like she's never gonna get there. But in this card, look, she's there. And there it is. It's right in front of her. And that's where you guys are right now. So let's jump into the tarot. I want to get a little bit deeper into this. What has all this been about for Scorpio? Okay, Scorpio. So you guys have been really getting put through the paces here. So I feel like the energy of this is it's like this whole process of like having done the work but not feeling like you were getting the reward, okay? Like you guys have been working really hard at something but just not feeling like it was bearing fruit, or maybe it would bear a little fruit but not enough versus like what you felt like you were putting into it. So there's been this sort of back and forthness that I'm getting with this of like, you know, putting in effort, seeing a little something but maybe not enough, and then kind of putting in more effort and then like feeling a little like let down, or almost I feel like some of you were maybe ready to give up at some point in all of this, of almost wondering like, am I ever gonna get like what I deserve? Is this ever gonna grow? Is this ever gonna build into like the life that I have envisioned, or the like picture that I have in my head of what I feel like it should be or what it should look like for me? And you are, okay, the first card we have here, I really feels present energy, and it is the Ace of Swords. And break through, break free, break through, okay? Right? And I really see this hawk there, and this is the higher perspective. So I'm getting, it's like you had to go through some things in order to have the breakthrough. It's like you couldn't just walk into this. Whatever this is that's opening for you, it was always coming, but you couldn't have it until you had walked through the paces. So this is what I'm saying about the journey, the steps to take to get to it was important. It was preparation. It was preparing you all along for where you were going to get, so that when you got there, you'd be ready to receive whatever this is. And that's really key. It's really important, because I feel some of you, excuse me, were like ready to throw in the towel, and you're just like, I should just like cut my losses and bail, okay? Just cut my fucking losses and get out of Dodge, because this is just like not working. I also feel like a lot of you were also like comparing yourselves to other people and sort of stuck in this energy of feeling like not measuring up, of feeling like it's just not, like maybe I don't have what it takes. Maybe you're seeing other people getting there faster than you, or feeling like they're getting there before you, or things are happening for them and you feel like they're not happening for you. And so I feel like some of you have been really caught in like comparison or competition energy, where it has generated a lot of disappointment, or even maybe resentment for some of you, where you've been feeling like, why does nothing ever happen for me? Why does nothing good ever actually happen for me? I work really hard. Why? And you had to shut the door on some things, Scorpio. We have like the Death card showing up here next, with the Ten of Cups and the Emperor. And I kept hearing like, where is my happy ending? Where is my happy ending? I feel like my Scorpios have been like questioning, where is my happy ending? Like, what the hell? Like, you feel robbed. Like Scorpio feels like they got robbed of their happy ending. But you didn't, okay? You didn't. You had to go through the pieces. You've been being, this may not be the greatest word, but it's like you've been being tested. But it's not just tested. It's like sharpened, honed, prepared, all along. So I feel like you guys have had a harder path. You've been walking a hard path, but this was the path to get to where you are going. This was the path. This was what needed to be done. And maybe you think that other people got something before you, or you think that they got something that you wanted, or that was what you deserved. But in fact, what you're getting, I don't think that's what they're getting. It's almost like you don't even see that what is being brought to you is better, okay? But because it's better, because it's richer, because it's higher level, it's like you had to be really ready to receive it. And so it's like God, universe, spirit has been sharpening you and preparing you, turning you into that mountain of fortitude, of strength, honing you, pushing you really deep into yourself and making you so incredibly strong so that when you reached the mountain, when you got to the top, you would be ready, arms wide open to receive this, okay? So it's all been really important. You know, even on this card, I do feel like the Ten of Cups is here, like your happiness is here. Even if you kind of felt like maybe all you got was destruction or all you got was endings, right? That in fact, that's not the case. The happiness is coming in, but some endings maybe had to happen first, or some destruction had to happen first because you had to be changed. Scorpio, you had to be prepared. And I'm seeing like this Emperor, and I feel like this is energy been trying to step into, but it's like this Emperor is like looking over here, and it's sort of like, oh, I did all this work, but look, like they're so much happier than me. Okay. And again, like this comparison and maybe self-doubt, or like questioning your path even for some of my Scorpios. Like, why did I choose to do this? Why am I doing this? Like, where am I going with this? But trust and know that you're about to see where you've been going with this and why it was important not to give up on it. The next few cards, I just feel like it's more validation of the message. It's like this disappointing energy. This is what I feel like you guys have been feeling because you're just exhausted. I think you guys are kind of tired and feeling maybe washed out or a little disappointed. Having gone through all of this, like, I'm hearing emotional turmoil. Some of you had to be almost like turned upside down, and like all the old contents, like emotions and things dumped out. So some things had to go from your life and from within you to prepare you for this. And so you may have really felt like you just got like beat up by a giant wave and like turned and flipped all around, and like your pockets all washed out and things just vanished from your life or washed away on you. And so you may really be feeling like in this disappointed, washed up energy right now, and a little battered, okay? But right after that, the new beginning is here. The new beginning is here. You know, there is a fresh new energy, and you're about to be embarking on this whole new journey. And look, this guy's on the top of the mountain. You see that? He's actually like above these other mountains, which again kind of harkens back to what I was getting before of, it's like you think you're getting one thing, but you're not. You're actually getting something much bigger than what you think you're getting. That's that whole thing of expecting unexpected or embracing unexpected. Some of these blessings are bigger than you think they are. Okay, Scorpio? And you've been like comparing yourself. I love this. It's like little kids. This is the Six of Cups and the Four of Cups. And it's, I feel like these are like your friends and you're like, or your siblings, and you're like comparing yourself to them, and you're feeling all bummed out. Like, oh my, why are they so, they get to have all the fun and I fucking don't, right? Why do they get all the fun stuff and I don't? So you've been feeling not only like left out, like of the rewards, but I also feel like the fun. Maybe you've been working really fucking hard and not having a lot of fun, you guys, in this process, because you've been really working to build something and putting all your effort into it. And then you're kind of looking at maybe people around you who are like having a blast or having more fun or seem to be having more fun, and getting things that you feel like you're not getting. But in fact, you've been working hard because you have a higher path. You have a bigger reward. You have a higher mission here. There's something bigger at play. And I feel like deep down my Scorpios know this, like intuitively you feel this. You're a very intuitive sign, a very knowing sign. And I don't feel like Scorpio is a sign that's afraid of work, especially inner work, right? You guys aren't afraid to dig in deep and transform yourselves. But I do think that you expect to get to the other side after you do it, right? You want to you're not just doing it to do it. You kind of want to get somewhere with it. You want to get the transformation and the satisfaction that comes with it. And you just feel like you guys are just feeling unsatisfied. Like, I didn't get that this time, or it feels like that. And so you're kind of bummed out and feeling like, oh, everybody else gets to have fun, but what about me? So there's a little victimhood energy that's been kind of popping in. And I feel like you guys have had to wrestle with that. And what's funny is I actually feel like that's part of the journey too here with this for you guys. It's almost like you kind of had to overcome that as well in order to really get strong within yourself. This is all part of this endurance that you've been learning and building, because it's like when spirit gets you to the top of this mountain, they want you to be able to stay there. It isn't just to climb it and then fall off or go back down. It's so that you have staying power. So when you reach the top of this summit, you are good, you're solid, and you're not moving. Other people, if they want to get what you have, are going to have to do that same work you did and are going to have to climb up there to you. What's funny is all these people that you're like feeling like got something you didn't get, I keep seeing you like actually looking down on them from your perch way up here. It's like right now you're down here and you've been down here and you've been looking at these people here thinking, oh, that's where I want to be and why am I not there? When what's going to happen is you're actually leveling up here. And it's going to be fast. And Scorpio, I feel like this was part of the plan, okay? Like your divine plan. I don't feel like it's an accident, that it's almost like you had to put in the work, or you had to put in these paces, you had to take those steps because you were being elevated really fast. Whatever this change is, this shift is that you've been trying to create in your life, it's a big one. And it's required a lot of like really deep inner introspection, like a lot of deep transformation and change, and going within and really making tough calls, making tough decisions. I feel like you guys have had to take risks and be uncomfortable for an extended period of time in order to make this happen, in order to pull this off. And you've been feeling like you're just never gonna fucking get there, but you're about to fucking get there. It's gonna be really worth it. I feel like you're not sure it exists anymore. You know, we got the Nine of Cups here, which is a wish fulfillment card, which I actually do think is representing wish fulfillment. You're getting wish fulfillment. You're actually getting more wishes fulfilled than you even freaking wished for. But do you see the look on this girl's face? It's uncertainty. It's like she's almost even looking at these blessings like, I don't know if this is real. It's like when it shows up, you're almost like flabbergasted because part of you didn't even really think it was ever going to come true. Part of you has really been left feeling like this is just never going to come to be. This is never going to manifest. This is just never going to come to fruition. And I'm going to be feeling like an idiot because I did all this work for nothing. But that is not the case, Scorpio. That is not the case. You're about to get it all. Look, she's looking at the cups and she doesn't even see all the fruit, the harvest back here. That's what this energy is of this reading. Like there is an unseen harvest that is coming fast for you and powerful, and you don't even know that it's like been in the works. It's like you didn't even realize what the true prize was for what you've been working on. Okay, that's funny. Spirit saying, okay, think of it like this. It's like you played a game at like Dairy Queen thinking you're getting a free ice cream, okay? And you're kind of feeling like you're not going to get the free ice cream. You're all like bummed out. And then you end up winning and it's not really just free ice cream, but you end up getting like $100 gift card too, okay? So, but you didn't even know it. It's almost like you're doing all this work thinking that all you're getting is like a cone and you don't even think you're going to make it. And then not only do you make it, but you get a bigger prize than you even thought you were getting. Queen of Wands. And this Queen of Wands is like, you know, this is actually where I feel like you're about to be, okay, Scorpio, like about to be in this really great place of feeling like you got your crown, of feeling sort of on top of your game, of feeling like, yes, I created this for myself. Because when it comes in, you're going to look back and see, you're going to know. Even if other people think, oh, they just got lucky, you're going to know damn well that wasn't the truth. You're going to know damn well, no, I did this. I manifested this. I created this on the back of hard work, of a lot of labor and a lot of love and a lot of commitment and sacrifice. Okay. My Scorpios had to do, this is a sacrifice, you guys. You had to sacrifice to get to this mountain. And look, you know why not everyone's going to get there? Because not everybody's willing to do it. Bottom line, not everybody's willing to do what Scorpio did to get this. Okay. And you've been battling, this is what you've been battling, right? This is that inner battle. You've had to battle a lot of inner demons to do this. So these paces you've been put through, this journey to get to the mountain, the Spirit's been making you walk, this path was designed to bring out all your worst features, Scorpio. So if you felt really tested, like every fucking bad habit that you have, every bad like personality trait that you have has been being drug out of the closet recently as you've been doing this, you're not mistaken. It was intentional. It's like Spirit making you face all of your inner demons and face all of your fears, all the things that you're afraid of. And I do feel like some of you had to let go of things, had to lose things in this process, had to sacrifice things in this process. And maybe you had to do that without knowing if you would get it back. But I feel like if that was the case, that's part of the test. Like that's been part of the process of shaping you. It's like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? What are you willing to do to get there? And it's like your commitment has been being tested. Your faith has really been being tested. But here's the thing, Scorpio. You guys are like a tower of strength now. You have been through it. And you are not going to get knocked down now. That's what it takes. That's that staying power. The power, the grit to stay at the top of the mountain and not be blown down by any old wind that comes past. You have done it. You've gained the upper hand. You're there. You're at the pinnacle, the turning point now. You're right about to step up onto that mountain and you don't even see it. I really don't feel like my Scorpios see this yet. You don't see it coming in because you're really still kind of in this energy a little bit. Okay, I feel like most of you are still here in some capacity. Maybe you're turning the corner a little bit, but still sort of not seeing the manifestation yet. And so there's still a little sense of disappointment or letdown energy that I'm picking up on here. But no, you've mastered this, okay? And this card, we've got the last card showing up for this reading is the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is like, this girl's like beaming because she knows she's done it. Like she's got the harvest. She can now kind of relax a little bit because she has achieved what she set out to achieve and she gets to enjoy it. So the whole time you've been like looking at everybody else having a good time and you're working, and not getting to participate and feeling really left out or feeling really like questioning your life decisions. Why am I doing this again? Now you're going to look back and go, okay, now I know why I did all that. Now I get it. That's why I did all that. And now you get to enjoy it. So all those things you wanted that you saw other people doing, it's like, now you get them. Now you get to have them. You get to bask in your glow. All right. And they're going to bask in your glow too, because you're going to be glowing, Scorpio. All right. And not just a little glow, like glowing like this lady in the center of that card glow. Okay. You guys, this is an awesome reading. Get ready, because I hear these doors are about to blow open and you're going to have so many things suddenly showing up for you. You don't even know what to do with it all. You're going to be off to the races, Scorpio, really soon. So you guys, this is a great message. I hope it finds you well. And if you're still kind of feeling like you're in this energy a little bit, just trust, have faith and hope and know and see that all the trials, all these things that have been shaken out of your life was just part of getting you there, okay? And I hear you've made it. You've made it. You're about to see it. All right, Scorpio, take care, you guys. Bye.